Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Ring Rust, World Class Bullshitters Wrestling Show. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me is the rowdy one, Eric Lauderback.
I was rowdy before rowdy was cool.
Oh, don't you know? The man with the original tan, and goddamn, he can, Dion Green.
Well, as a wise man once told me a long time ago, in times of strife and true difficulty, you just look up to the skies and you scream, "I don't have strokes, motherfucker, I give them."
What man? What galaxy was that from?
It was Jim Brown. I knew him as a personal friend of the family. Don't ask why.
Jesus. Up next, the Doctor, Phil Seitz.
I apologize, you son of a bitch.
I love the sincerity in your voice. And we have Dan Kane, but his internet keeps dropping, so when it reconnects, let's talk to Dan.
God damn it.
Anyway, as I said before, this is Ring Rust. This is World Class Bullshitters, and we love wrestling, and we're going to talk about wrestling. Today we're going to talk about the WWE Draft. And
you didn't know?
And also we're going to draft our own WWE roster. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the first episode of Ring Rust.
Your ass better call somebody.
So, I like to throw our credentials out. Guys, how long have you been watching wrestling for? Dion?
Since about 1997. One of the first things I remember seeing is just a young, coked out asshole, but amazing Shawn Michaels, which obviously made me Team WWF. I hated WCW, even though I did kind of like Goldberg. I hated Sting because I loved the movie The Crow, and I was one of the only kids that said that he was a fucking thieving piece of shit. And I will say to the day that I fucking die, Sting should have lost at goddamn WrestleMania, and I was happy when he fucking did. Fuck that guy.
I sat right next to you at that show, and I was very embarrassed to be your friend.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Okay, I'm lying. I've never been embarrassed to be your friend, but I was embarrassed.
I was like, why the fuck you lying?
Oh my god, stop fucking
Oh my
god. I was embarrassed to be at WrestleMania 31 though, or 32 with that drunk lady.
Oh my god, your reaction at the end of the show when fucking Roman Reigns won. You're just like, listen, bitch. And I was like, yep, we're about to get into a fight.
I thought we were going to get into a real fight.
I did too. I was like, we're about to beat the shit out of these fucking Mexican dudes.
Fucking did
and then have to just leave the arena. I was like, this is going to be the best part of this trip because these dudes are pissing me off.
He fucking did that when we were at the movies, man. He laid into this black lady sitting next to him. He's like, you shut the fuck up. I was like, oh god, here we go.
Yeah, she brought like 5-year-old kids to go see Ted 2, and they wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, I'm all for, it's okay if a kid's watching a movie, but don't fucking talk through it, I don't think a kid needs to see a movie about snorting coke off an erection, but that's just me. I'm old-fashioned.
Listen, there's no such things as girls with dicks, just guys with tits.
Wow.
And, Loudy, how long have you been watching wrestling, buddy?
I've been watching wrestling since 1996. I was but 6 years old. The first match I ever remember watching was Undertaker versus Mankind, the Boiler Room Brawl in SummerSlam.
I have yet to see that match.
Great match.
Phil?
I watched bits and pieces as a kid. I wasn't allowed to stay up to watch Raw, but I used to watch bits and pieces during the Attitude Era, and I really got into it about 2004, 2005.
Dan?
I've been watching since 1998. I was not allowed to watch it either, but that didn't fucking stop me.
I will round us out. I started watching in 1999. November, episode of SmackDown. And I've been a fan ever since. Even though my fandom's gone down, I've been pretty loyal to the WWF /
That was nice.
Yeah,
Interrupt the guy.
I was playing. Anyway, fucking Phil. He's been watching it the least. So, his knowledge is more shallow than all of ours.
But I've learned a lot.
But not enough.
Never enough.
I missed the good days.
Of 2004?
No, I missed the good days
of
wrestling.
You did miss the good days. It's definitely gone downhill in the last 10 years.
2004 wasn't bad, though.
Oh, dude, wrestling was great until 07.
I was going to say, I got really shitty around mid 2007.
Speaking of '07, isn't today the 9-year anniversary of the death of Chris Benoit?
It sure
Crispin,
I
is.
saw that, man.
Mr.
Goddamn.
Waugh, Crispin.
Chris Benoit.
Crispin, where?
Were you guys a fan?
Wait a
of his-
minute, he's dead? I was going to select him for our announce team.
Talk about toothless aggression.
Were you guys fans of his in life?
I was.
I remember being extremely happy when he won at 20. I was super happy when he won the Royal Rumble. I was a fan of his. I remember when he was having that feud with The Rock and he kept jumping The Rock from behind and putting him in the fucking crippler crossface. And I remember being a kid and being like, obviously you guys know this, but America, I took wrestling very seriously. So in my mind, I knew it was fake, but I still was like, holy shit. And in my mind, I was like, someone needs to put this guy down. He's dangerous. He's gonna hurt The Rock. He needs to be stopped.
Dion, I just watched that whole feud. My God, man, The Rock beat the shit out of Chris Benoit though in the end. Like The Rock took his bumps, but man, Chris Benoit. You remember that backstage segment where The Rock's like, "You seen Benoit?" And he goes into the locker room and hits him with the chair like multiple times.
Well, that was the week after, because The Rock went to like sign an autograph, and the kid and his dad back up, and Benoit's just right behind him, and Rock's like, "What?" And oh my God, that was a great rivalry.
Yeah, it'll never go down in history because of Chris Benoit's drunk driving problems, but it is a classic.
When Dion first started talking, I thought he was about to go, "Yeah, I was happy when I found out he died."
I was, because I hated Chris Benoit. I was like, "Oh, he's dead." Is that a Jack Swagger action figure, Dion?
It is.
Which one is that? Is that pre?
In Batista?
Yep.
Aw, Hillary loves Batista.
She likes Batista too a little bit more.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ryan. Well,
That joke was so horrible.
Sorry, I had a shot of Crown before I came here.
I don't think anybody remembers Mason Ryan.
No, he spoke Farsi. Speaking of shit no one remembers, let's talk about the news for this week, because next week it won't be relevant. So the big wrestling news story this week is Roman Reigns is suspended. Who's excited?
Ooh,
everybody.
Baby.
How you doing?
Did you believe it when you first heard it?
I did
No,
not.
I thought it
was
was a
fake.
lie.
I was looking for the link that said kayfabe news, like right after that. Like, no way, this can't be real. And then it's like, nope, wellness policy. I'm like, whoa, shit.
Goodbye.
It was revealed that it was marijuana.
Oh, so my shirt's not relevant anymore.
Who cares?
Yeah, you know what?
It's still drugs.
Actually,
It happened before Money in the Bank, so they knew beforehand and let him perform anyway, unlike everybody else who gets
Right.
caught.
it's a
Because
little
he had the title. They weren't going to strip him. That'd be bad for storyline.
They stripped RVD. Well, no, he lost to Edge. That was shit, though.
Well, to be fair, RVD was always high. They just wait for the test to come out positive.
No, he got arrested.
Oh, what did he get arrested for? I don't remember this.
Him and Sabu were smoking pot in Ohio, and they got pulled over.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's why RVD got stripped from the title.
Too?
What?
Wasn't it over on I-75?
Probably. I
I
wasn't
thought
there.
it was like down in Cincinnati.
No, I don't know where it was, but it was Ohio.
No.
Nothing good ever happens in Cincinnati.
That is false. T.I. got...
I disagree.
75.
Exactly. T.I. got shot. That was great.
But he didn't die.
Yeah, so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Everything can't be a win.
They can't all be winners now, can they?
It should be.
So, anything else happened this week on Raw? I didn't watch it all the way through.
I haven't watched
I watched
it all
most of it.
I did. The Shining Stars didn't make another appearance, which kind of, hurt my feelings. So I'm a big fan of those guys.
Are
Personally.
you being facetious right now?
No, I really am a fan of the Shining Stars. I like everything from their entrance music to the fact that they're kind of cocky.
Yeah.
The word behind the scene is Vince has already given up on them.
Yeah, that was. I think I read that.
I've read that on several websites.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought they were going to flop as soon as I saw them. Come to Puerto Rico. Hey, that was
Shining
cool when
Stars
Carlito
of
did
the
it.
Caribbean.
They're not. He's not as charismatic as Carlito. He's not going to be able to live up to that hype.
Neither of them.
Neither one of them, no.
Well, Since this was a light news week for WWE, let's get into the main topic of tonight's show, the draft. The WWE draft first debuted in 2002. It kind of sucked, but it got better as time went on. Now, I'm being honest, man. I was watching wrestling. I was in my third year, big fan. All of a sudden, they're like, we're going to have a draft. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And all it meant is we're going to put good wrestlers. We're going to split up good tag teams and put all the good guys on one show and shitty guys on the other. And it's going to suck, and it did. And I lost a lot of interest in wrestling because of the draft.
Hey, we got great guys out of it though. Like, I mean, Reverend Devon, he was probably one of my top champions.
Oh, testify!
Oh, testify!
Yeah, who also had
that damn
Junkyard
entrance
Batista.
theme.
Deacon Batista?
Yep, Junkyard Batista is like, because he had that fucking chain on his neck.
Oh, Dave. I just remember the Dudley Boys splitting up and being pissed off.
Oh God, yeah.
And then Bubba Ray tried to act like fucking Dusty Rhodes.
That's all times, Jeff. All times.
The Dudley Boys split up. The APA split up.
Yep.
God, that was
Fuck
my least
that.
favorite.
I hated Bradshaw in his fucking cowboy boots and his, like, underwear that he would wrestle in. He looked like an idiot.
I thought
That
the
was-
cowboy gimmick was stupid for Bradshaw.
But if they hadn't split up, we never would have got JBL as the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown history.
I can live with that.
Oh, I loved him as WWE champion.
I would have rather had it been a heel Booker T.
Ooh, oh,
I don't
fuck.
like King Booker.
King Booker.
You don't like- I love
fucking
King
Queen.
Booker.
Fucking
No
hell.
one's hurt.
My favorite Charmel moment since you brought her up was when Kurt Angle's like, I want to have sex with your wife, Booker. And then
Yeah,
tried
when
to
he's like,
kidnap her.
she groped me. She
And now
molested
we have
me."
Jason Jordan.
I was just about to say that.
The kid sprouted up quicker than you can believe. They so
Gross Bert.
he's 28 years old. He was born in 2005.
Benjamin Button type shit.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just let it happen.
Oh, okay.
Mission
I
involves
guess it's
time travel.
I guess it's kind of news. They announced.
We're past the news,
Oh, sorry.
but say it anyway.
Oh, never mind. I was just reading. They announced Shinsuke Nakamura is gonna face Finn Balor at the next whatever.
Yeah, that happened like 2 weeks ago.
No, it was just on last night on fucking. I was watching it on my lunch period.
I mean, it's just one of those foreseeable things, like when he and
Yeah,
Finn
but
are
it's gonna be a damn good match though.
Oh, absolutely, no questions asked about that.
Both of them, they fucking tear the house down every time.
Okay, back to the draft. So, the 2002 draft was all right. The first pick to SmackDown was The Rock. Who was the first pick to Raw?
The Undertaker.
Okay. And then I remember Triple H at one point was initially drafted to SmackDown, and then Paul Heyman or somebody, or Eric Bischoff traded a bunch of dudes to get him back on Raw.
Yeah, the Dudleys were two of them, and I can't remember who the third one was, but that guy
Booker T.
Was it Booker T?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. It was Booker T.
Well, 2002 was the beginning of the end, in my opinion, because it was the beginning of Triple H's reign of terror, which, my God, I'm glad it's over. Like, we lived through it, and it was always
It's
like...
never over.
Okay, on screen.
It lives on.
Because every year was like, oh, Triple H is going to be the bad guy going into WrestleMania. Like, from WrestleMania...
Oh, Triple H is the champion.
Yeah. And there was some bullshit matches, too, leading up to those WrestleManias. Nothing pisses me off more than looking back on Booker T's push at WrestleMania 19.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
You know what? And the thing that pissed me off even more was always how, like, now, Triple H has all but openly admitted that was a huge mistake, and it's like that pisses me off because then we now know that you did that just so you could be one of the only villains to walk out of WrestleMania as the champion.
I'm like that. I'd be like, Punk, you did that shit at WrestleMania 16. You're not doing it again at 19.
Yeah, it's like and how they thought that was a good idea. I mean, that's fucking bullshit.
That's the biggest main event mistake in my opinion. WrestleMania 2000.
I thought you were going to say 19.
No, it's 16, dude.
At least WrestleMania 2000 led to an awesome backlash.
But imagine if that backlash was WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then it would have been like remembered as one of the all-time great main events.
That would have been not only that, but the fucked up thing, because he ended up, obviously he won, but it's like, you know, Triple H still does not have that match that people are going to be like, yeah, that was one of Triple H's best matches. He has a list of very good matches. He has a list of awesome, brutal matches, but he doesn't have that match. That would have been his match, and because he fucked it up, and he wanted, and Vince wanted to make him like the first villain to win, walk out as champion in Mania. Fucking, we missed out on what could have been a great fucking WrestleMania moment.
Well, Triple H's ego has ruined a lot of things, and Vince's ego continues to ruin a lot of things. So, WWE is a sinking ship, in my opinion. How long are we going to stick with it?
We'll probably stick to it to the very end. Yeah.
Yeah,
my captain.
I mean, we're
Why
all
not?
going to be at WrestleMania next year, so we'll bitch about it in person together.
Fuck
Yeah.
Woo!
This year's draft, is anyone excited for it?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where they're going to go with the story, because the story's kind of been shit lately on both shows. So.
Well, what I think they need to do is really get rid of that third hour of Raw.
Yeah,
Raw is a
big
fucking
one.
chore, and you need to give everyone... Like, I've been watching a lot of old Raws and Smackdowns. Everyone had a storyline, everyone had a character. Every wrestler on the roster needs a fucking story. I don't care if you're down in NXT or you're on the main event of Raw. Everybody needs a story and a feud, and everyone needs to be important.
Not only that, they need to have the freedom to do things. The two guys in a program need to have the freedom to do things on their own. They need to be able to cut some promo. I understand, even if you want to keep things on the PG side, let them come up with their own fucking promos. Let them fail. Let them do bad and then go into that next week before pay-per-view or even before that next Raw or SmackDown, and it fucking baptism by fire. That was what was so awesome about the Attitude Era. It was like guys failed and had to come back.
Yeah, for every Just Joe flop, you had the Road Dogg cutting great promos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just gotta let everyone be creative. Nowadays, everyone's a fucking cookie cutter piece of shit.
Well, that's because all their their promos literally down to the sentence are scripted.
Oh, I didn't pause at the right point. I'm sorry, boss.
Pretty much. Like, there was this. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this one. It was the Monday Night Raw that they did everything from Connecticut because of an awful fucking snowstorm that happened. So like Raw actually got canceled, and Daniel Bryan was actually cutting a promo like in an interview format against I think it was Kane or something like that. I can't remember who was cutting it against, but they didn't cut to commercial or cut away fast enough, and he literally said, "How was that? Was that good? Did I get that across?" And it's like, holy shit! It's like let these guys be them. Let them be successful. Let them be that. I mean, just because. I mean, granted, here with this influx of people who come in like Shinsuke, Eric Young, Bobby Roode, all those guys, with the influx of them, I mean, granted, they've pretty much gotten to keep their names and their gimmicks that they've had. But there's a lot of people who they've brought in that they've automatically repackaged them to a certain extent, whether it be a name change, gimmick change, etc. And it's like there's these things that made them what they were, especially on the independent circuit, that garnered this attention. Let them do that.
It's like they keep changing people's names, and that's pissing me off too. Like when fucking Hideo Itami came in, they changed his name. And it's like, why are you doing that? Let them keep their names. They're not copyrighted because you debuted them with that name. You changed it like 1 or 2 weeks later. It's just stupid.
I mean,
Well, that part I get. I mean,
Kana and Prince Devitt that did the exact same thing.
Well,
Prince Devitt, he owned his name. He had all the rights to it.
That I get, because when you're bringing a guy up as awesome as Prince Devitt was. I mean, he got to keep the painting and all that, but as awesome as that is, that's the part where it's like, okay, it's a different ball game. And I understand, the continuation of the name will bring in some of those fans. Those fans are going to come in regardless of what the name is. But when you debut them on the biggest stage in professional wrestling, it's good to have them come up with something else that's new, that isn't what they've been hanging on, when they were in ROH or in Japan. That part I get.
In regards to the name changes too, it's like they're taking away people's first names. It's like they took away, what the fuck is his name?
Adrian Neville.
That's it. Yeah.
Alexander Rusev.
Cesaro.
Antonio Cesaro.
It's like why do they gotta be known by one name? I don't get that.
Biggie Langston.
No, he's just Biggie. I'm waiting for him to just go by E.
Or Big.
Big. Here comes Big, part of the New Day.
They're not even going to be called the New Day anymore. They're just going to be called the Day.
Here comes the day. There's nothing new about this.
There's nothing new.
They're
about
not new
WWE.
anymore. It's just the Day.
Yes, it is.
It's a day. Yes, it is.
Love to hear that remix.
Hey, it's just like I'm a man.
I'm a man.
What?
You've never heard that Billy Gunn edited theme song?
I have not.
Somebody took Billy Gunn's Mr. Ass theme and censored ass every time it was said.
I need to find this.
I'm a man. Whoa.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
So I was doing a little research about the draft. There was no draft in 2003, 2006, and then they've been pretty consistent up until 2011. So there hasn't been a draft in 5 years. Do you guys remember the time where Cena was drafted to SmackDown and then back to?
Then came right back to Raw.
That was
Yeah.
the stupidest fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Dion, I remember being. I was with you at the time. We were pissed off.
Oh, because that was when we were. Because I think when they did it, I think we actually like high five. Okay, he's finally off Raw. The show will get better. And what was it? Who fucking wrestled and got? Or no, was it he was wrestling Orton and then whoever won got to be put in at the last
No,
minute?
Him versus
'cause-
Orton.
Orton was drafted to SmackDown too, so it wouldn't have been Orton.
I can't remember what it was, but I think is if Cena won, his name got put back into the thing, and
It
of
was-
course he was
was
the last
Miz.
pick.
Miz
It
was
was
on
the
Team
Miz?
Raw. Miz was on. It was like a tag match, and the Miz won it, and he got a pick for Raw, and Cena came back, and
That's
that
right.
was it.
Yep. That was it. That was fucking. And then Jeff and I were just like, "What the fuck?"
It was actually it was the Miz, CM Punk, and Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena, Christian, and Mark Henry.
Oh.
And
Ass whip.
the Miz, Punk, and Del Rio won.
I was right though, Miz.
Yeah, you were right. God damn, wrestling's fucking garbage. Since 2007, it's been shit. Anyway,
I was so happy that night. Cena and Orton got drafted off of Raw. Good times were coming
for 5 minutes.
for about an hour.
It's like that time where Cena won the title, or no, Rhea Mysterio won the title on the beginning of Raw, and then on the end of Raw, Cena won it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
that pissed me off. And then of course the reasoning, oh well, he won the championship, he should face Punk, and you and I were just like, Rey Mysterio has a fucking rematch clause. He just lost the title. Why isn't he fucking at least in the conversation right now?
Nah, it's all right. Fuck Lucidity.
It's alright, he's
WWE.
Mexican. Vince doesn't like Mexicans.
Well,
Hey,
that's
Pedro.
not a full statement.
Vince doesn't like
He doesn't like
Mexicans.
black
He
people.
gave
Black
Eddie
people.
Guerrero the belt.
I feel sad for Eddie Guerrero though. He had so much pressure on him that he put on himself that kind of killed himself. Not literally.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
The
mean
stress got to him.
that was probably, I'd say the worst loss of our generation was Eddie
absolutely.
Guerrero.
Hands down.
Well, we're gonna have an episode maybe next week. Favorite dead wrestlers.
Ooh.
Woo!
That's
I'm excited about
Test.
that. All right, Phil, you can
Hulk
pick
Hogan's
Test.
here.
Phil, you can pick Test if you can tell me 3 feuds Test was ever in.
I got one.
Yeah.
It was
Steroids.
The only reason I remember this, there's 2 feuds actually I can remember. One of the feuds I actually remember because he was playing WrestleMania 2000 on his N64 in the back during a promo when he was supposed to be kayfabe marrying Stephanie McMahon. So that feud was with Triple H. And then he actually had another feud when he was part of the Un-Americans when Kane came back. It was like the Un-Americans versus like Kane, like for a short period of time.
So you're telling me you don't remember Test versus Shane McMahon in the Love Her or Leave Her street fight at SummerSlam 1999 to win
Nope.
Stephanie's hand in marriage?
Nope.
What the
Well,
fuck
actually-
happened?
His greatest match clearly was at WrestleMania 17 against my favorite dead wrestler, where he did one of the greatest spots in my life, where the dude goes to go do a hurricanrana. The dude goes to do a hurricanrana. Tess picks him up into a sit-down power bomb. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
Obviously, his best moment was during the Survivor Series pay-per-view in 2001, where he won immunity from being fired.
You know, the only time I ever gave
No,
shit about Test was
You're
with
all wrong. His best match was the Extreme Elimination Chamber that nobody wants to talk about when he did the elbow drop off the top of the cell onto the steel chair on RVD's face.
Wait, did that really happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hey, it's on the network. Just watch it for $9.99.
Shut your mouth. We do not plug the network.
So do your homework,
He
Phil.
he doesn't pay for the network.
I do, actually.
I don't.
Neither do I.
No, all I was gonna say is the only time
You're-
Trish was relevant to me was when he was with TNA because Trish Stratus was involved, and goddamn.
Oh, you said
Because Trish's
TNA. I
TNA.
actually went to that other brand.
Oh, goddamn. Anyway, let's get on with the show for real. We are lollygagging around. So today we are gonna do.
Hold up. You're not gonna just say a phrase like lollygag and then say we're gonna fucking not notice that shit.
Well, you've noticed it, so now let's move on.
What is this?
There you go. It's been acknowledged.
So no more lollygagging, Dion. You whippersnapper.
Yes, sir.
So the draft is in 25 days, something like that.
Roughly.
And we're going to have our own draft here on Ring Rust. So we are in 2 teams. I'm going to just be the moderator and ask a bunch of probing questions like, what did you have for breakfast and what's your favorite position to get banged in? So today's teams comprise of Eric Louderback and... Is it Dan?
Dan Kane.
What do you guys
Woo!
be called?
Just fuck it, cause we're Marks. We'll be Team Extreme.
Nah, you got to be the asthmatic half Asians.
Quarter Asian.
Team Ramrod.
Team-
Team Ramrod.
Say it with me.
Team Ramrod.
Fine, Team Ramrod.
Ramrod.
And then on the other side of that rod, we got Dion Green and the
Baby.
Dr. Phil Seitz.
Baby,
What's-
ebony and ivory,
There you
drink
go.
the
Team
sugar.
Ramrod.
Why do you always try to be that as your team name?
I love it. Team Ramrod versus Ebony and Ivory. I
It's
love
gonna happen, goddammit.
It's happening right now.
it.
It actually happened. He's married to Hillary.
So the way this is gonna,
They don't get the joke.
so the way this is gonna work is we're gonna flip a coin on Google, and we're gonna decide who goes first. So who? All right, I'm gonna flip it now. Who calls what side?
I'll call heads. I'll call
Tails
tails.
never fails.
Nope,
Tails never
already
fails.
called tails,
Tails
Dion.
never fails.
Suck a dick, Dion. I already called tails.
No, you said heads first, Loudy.
I've corrected myself halfway through.
Too late.
So Laddie picked heads and Dion's team picked tails.
I always like some head though.
It's heads.
Shit.
We'll take
God
it.
damn it, Dion.
So Team Ramrod goes first, if you will.
All right.
What's our time limit there, sir?
You have 1 minute,
1 minute.
and I will start the counter right now.
All right. So, if we're gonna make an impact here in this very, very, very first edition of World Class Bullshitters Ring Rust Draft, I feel like we're gonna need someone who's gonna stand out, someone who's gonna, make you recognize what's going on. And Dan, feel free to stop me if you don't think this is a good pick. I think with the number 1 overall pick, Team Ramrod is definitely gonna go with Kevin Owens.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I
High
thought you were-
impact and future of the business.
I'm just gonna butt in and say you had me excited because I thought you were gonna say D'Lo Brown.
Well, I'll see what he's
That's
not
what I
gonna-
thought he was gonna say too. As soon as I heard recognized, I was like, ooh.
I would love to pick D'Lo Brown if it wasn't for the fact he's not on the roster right now. He would definitely have been my first pick.
All right. So
It'd
do you
be
have
like my
anything
fifth
else
pick.
you'd like to add? You have roughly 10 seconds.
I mean, I feel he's one of the best heels in the company right now. He cuts pretty damn good promos too. I feel like he doesn't.
Time.
Yeah.
He doesn't, all right.
All right. Ebony and Ivory. You go, and your time starts now.
Well, right now, obviously, they stole our pick, fucking cocksuckers. My automatic reaction to try and counter that huge, I guess, momentum boost for them would be to go with Dean Ambrose. He's hot right now. The guy can cut a really, really good promo, especially, I was a huge fan of him when he was it John Moxley was his name, and when he was in FCW. The dude can really put some serious weight down, especially if you want him to be the name of the brand. That's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking, Phil?
I totally agree, and I love his I don't give a shit mentality. So I'm good with Ambrose.
You good with Ambrose?
Definitely.
All right, you guys got 9
Okay.
seconds.
9 seconds. Ambrose is fucking awesome. He's from Cincinnati, and he's
You
a
can't-
champion.
You can't say he's from Cincinnati because Dion isn't.
All right, that was time.
Right.
Okay, so we have Kevin Owens on Raw and Dean Ambrose on SmackDown. All right. So, Team Ramrod, your second choice, please.
Well, I think we are going to need somebody else who will carry the business for the next 5-10 years. Someone who already has proven himself. Someone who stands out and is also someone who recently returned to the WWE. Former 2-time WWE champion Seth Rollins.
I do fully support that pick, Dan. I mean, continuing a streak of heel wrestlers here. He's definitely one of those guys who can support his character. Someone, not only that, but someone who can also support, want to be one of your main pillars. Whereas if something were to happen to our number one pick, Kevin Owens, we still have someone who can, in quote, pick up the ball and run.
Not to mention he can easily play the face or the heel character. So if we need a change, we got one.
And the one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back his curb stomp finisher because I fucking miss that.
All right. Time. SmackDown.
All right. Well, what are you thinking, Phil?
Good
Phil?
choice, Phil.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go knee-jerk reaction. Obviously, they're talking about the next 5 to 10 years, which is a good thing. I think we should go with someone who's a proven commodity, but also at the same time new to the WWE. The first thing that came to my mind, AJ Styles. I think that he's got a lot of momentum coming out of TNA. Even though he lost against the drugged one Roman Reigns, I think that despite that, him making Reigns look good proved that not only can he wrestle in the Hickville down the road, that he can wrestle on the big time. And especially seeing as how he did kind of show up Cena. He's new, but he's established, a veteran. I say we go with AJ.
I agree. Sorry, my mic cut out. I was gonna say AJ Styles as well.
All right.
That's a good time in there, Phil.
Yeah, my mic cut. I don't know what the hell I have wrong with it.
So far, it's Raw. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins versus SmackDown. Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. All white guys. Let's keep that trend up. Team Raw.
All right. So we
Jesus.
All right. So we talked about how 2002 was a bad year for the draft, and I feel like I refuse to split these guys up. The next guys that we're gonna pick are Bada Boom, the realest guys in the room. Cass and Enzo, how you doing?
How you doing?
So you're burning 2 picks at once, then?
Yes, we are burning 2 picks at once, which means you guys get the next 2 in a row as well. So we need a strong tag team division. I refuse to split up a good team that can not only draw, but is a good, but are both good faces and can both bring positive energy to your brand.
Not to mention 2 of the best talkers on screen right now today.
Absolutely.
Would you like to add anything else? You have 10 seconds.
If I had a dime for every time I was totally had 10 seconds left, I'd have about maybe 2 or 3 dimes.
Time. All right, SmackDown. Your next 2 choices. You have 2 minutes. Go.
All right.
I was
ahead.
gonna. We need some veteran leadership over on SmackDown. Yeah, we got AJ, but he hasn't been with the company that long. So I'm gonna pull Mr. Randy Orton out of the bag here. We need the Viper to come over to SmackDown.
I agree with the veteran thing. Do you think that he could hold up, especially if he's going to be an early pick? Is he someone that can not get injured and not get busted for busting the wellness policy?
No, well, hopefully not. Don't know if I have that much faith about that, but because drugs are a big thing. But we could bring in a little counterbalance. How about Dolph Ziggler to go with Randy Orton?
Ooh. I like that combination. Two guys that can wrestle. Obviously, other guys can wrestle, but guys that are great technical wrestlers. I like that. Plus, Dolph Ziggler could sell fucking anything. He could sell fucking hot water to a fucking campfire. I honestly think that's a great. I'll go with that one.
And then and then on top of that, they're both great on the mic. And Randy Orton is the veteran. I can see him being a great heel over on SmackDown.
Well, yeah, Ziggler's a vet too. Plus, the other thing I would love, Ziggler is, probably the last great champion for SmackDown. I think that, obviously how everyone reacted when he had to drop the title to Del Rio. If we were to make him the first guy to beat Dean Ambrose, I think people would fucking eat that shit up, whether it's as a heel or as a face. I think that Ziggler is a very bankable dude at this point.
And in my opinion, one of the best Money in the Bank cash-ins ever.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that, man.
Hey, Dan, we were there.
We were there. I'm just love this. He could sell hot water to a campfire.
He could sell sand to the desert.
You get bonus points for effort.
Thank you. I had one in my head, but I fucking fucked it up. I was like, what is fire not like? Oh yeah, water.
You tried. I clapped for you trying. There
Thank
it was.
you.
You hear it? Good.
Give me the New Day clap.
All right, Raw. Next choice, please.
Well, I say we need somebody who is proven that he hasn't been given good stories to work with lately, but he definitely is somebody who deserves a push and who can easily carry the brand, be a major player, and that is definitely Bray Wyatt.
Absolutely 100% agree. We definitely need a guy like Bray. And I feel like even though he's got that kind of mysterious aura about him, he's definitely a guy that you can use either as a face or a heel. I know right now they're trying to use him and his family, and we're just taking Bray Wyatt, not the baggage. We don't want the rest of that. Keep that back at home. But I really feel like he's a guy that not only the people can get behind as as a face, but also that they can boo as a heel.
All right, well, you guys have anything else to say? You have 5 seconds left.
I feel sad because we just drafted Phil.
So you win no matter what.
Wow.
All right, Team SmackDown, your 5th choice, please.
Dion, hit it.
Listen, man, I'm thinking, and I know that Phil's thinking the same thing, especially when the assholes over at Raw mentioned a guy that could carry the company for 10 years. I say we go with a dude that has proven that not only can he carry other team members, but if you gave him a fucking actual title, who knows what his fucking limit is. I say we go with Xavier Woods, bro. I say we go with Xavier Woods. That guy can talk. He could fucking get an entire arena to their goddamn feet. Imagine if he were a heel champ. Shit, he probably might end up being one of the best face champions since The Rock. And I'm gonna fucking say that dude can fucking talk, especially since how he can carry fucking Kofi Kingston's non-promo giving ass. I think we go with Xavier Woods, man.
I totally agree. He is no. We are picking Xavier Woods. Fuck the New Day. We're picking Xavier Woods alone. I think he's got great charisma. He can carry himself in the ring. He can carry himself outside the ring. He can represent the company. I think he can do very well.
All right, so we're at the halfway mark. Raw consists of Kevin Owens, Rollins, Enzo and Cass, and Bray Wyatt. SmackDown consists of Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, and Xavier Woods. So, what do you guys have to say about each other's teams so far?
Fuck you, cunts.
I definitely do like SmackDown's team. I feel like they definitely, as of right now, have a lot of good people. People that I was thinking about taking. Honestly, that first pick, I was contemplating AJ Styles, but I felt like Kevin Owens was the better pick of the two.
We knew that Kevin Owens was probably the best prospect for both shows right now.
Oh, yeah.
he's at this point he's the fucking Peyton Manning of the WWE right now. So
honestly, the coin flip was whoever gets this gets Kevin Owens.
yeah, exactly.
We got lucky with that one. I also find it interesting breaking up the New Day and taking Xavier Woods. I've always been a fan of Xavier Woods. I feel like the WWE hasn't really utilized him in a way they should. Hell, I don't even think TNA did with that Consequences Creed gimmick.
I'm sorry, and Xavier Wood, he carries the New Day.
Oh, he really does.
I think he really does.
See, I feel Kofi is a stronger presence in the New Day.
Kofi's a bitch.
I like him though. He makes me laugh.
That gay ass skip he does.
Yeah, the clap.
When they did that skit with the New Day Lorian, I love how he brought back his just for 5 seconds his Jamaican accent.
2009 was the peak, man.
Oh no, give me that 2009.
It's true too.
Yeah, when he was feuding with Randy Orton.
Yeah, listen, no, because it was for bragging rights when he finally lost it. Triple H goes, "Aren't you Jamaican?"
I loved that. That was hilarious.
That was really good. But yeah, I think
Everybody just in the ring and Triple H just goes, "Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican?"
And I will say, Kofi does have moments, but he's not a guy that could carry a program. He can't carry a promo. And I think that, Xavier, Big E will eventually become that guy. I mean, he's definitely capable, but I think Xavier Woods is totally the fucking man.
When Big E was with Dolph Ziggler and he was putting the shit down, I thought Big E was going to be a serious contender.
And he could have been if New Day didn't become a fucking comedy act to start out with, because he was super cool as Dolph's enforcer, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to bring up the whole, we need a black WWE champion, but since there hasn't been one, Big E could have been like the first real WWE champion like that.
For sure.
Here's my thing. When all three of them got together, they like in the ring and cut that promo before they left for that amount of time. I know a lot of people were expecting the new Nation of Domination, which I knew it wasn't going to be exactly that, but I was expecting something that, was going to solidify the fact they're serious. Now, I'm not saying that they're not over and I don't like their gimmick. I do like their gimmick and they're very over with the crowd. My only thing is I was expecting something a lot more serious. Like when I'm watching Raw, and all of a sudden I see like they're acting like fucking preachers on TV and they got that fucking choir in the background just clapping and swaying, and I'm like, the fuck are they doing with these guys? They just fumbled a great fucking opportunity to really solidify them as a like serious heel stable, or maybe even a serious face stable. But I feel like with the way that they left, they should have came back as a serious heel stable. But that's all.
Well, plus when Xavier Woods was wearing that suit the whole time, when he would come out in that suit, and he would just be like, he would be fucking mean mugging the crowd. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this dude has got it. I honestly believe Xavier Woods has got it. I mean, he might be, and this is completely conjecture, but he might end up being a great counter to fucking Kevin Owens. I mean, they could cut some serious shit against one another down the road. So I think it'd be, potential brand versus brand WrestleMania moment. I think that shit would work.
Theon, stop giving me hope for the future.
I know.
Is Xavier Woods your WWE champion on 2K16?
Not when I come to visit.
That's not a no.
I'm gonna whoop some serious Hicks ass in a couple weeks.
Shit, it hasn't happened before. It won't happen now. I'm gonna beat your ass with Dan's white controller.
Yeah, which I would like to have that back.
I'll bring it
Fuck
back.
You.
We're gonna wipe. Everyone's gonna take a turn and wipe their dick on the X button.
Deal.
Sweet. Can I go first?
No.
Oh,
You're not there.
I know.
You get white privilege. You go last, motherfucker.
Hey, I'm sorry, sir. My bad.
Well, halftime's over. We're done talking about white privilege.
Jesus.
So Team Raw, would you like to tell me who your 6th draft pick is, starting now?
Get him, Loudy.
With the 6th pick in the draft, we decided on a guy. Now, you guys picked a very good everyman in Dolph Ziggler, and I was actually kind of jealous because he was definitely on my big board. But with that being said, we're gonna take, and I'm gonna say his full name, Antonio Cesaro, with our 6th pick. You want a guy who the people can get behind, who really, is that everyman. is going to be that guy the fans really want to see day in and day out. We're going to go with a guy like Cesaro.
No doubt about it. One of the strongest dudes in the WWE today. Easily could be world champion now if given the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Not only that, but he's probably one of the best technical wrestlers, I think, that's on this roster. And that's really hard to say because there are a lot of very damn good technical wrestlers.
I think I'd shit my pants if Cesaro won the WWE Championship.
Well, I just want to throw it out there. Since they won the toss, shouldn't SmackDown get the next pick?
Nope.
Because that's how it works after halftime, bro.
Just
Hey,
saying.
Fuck you.
This
That-
isn't like
It's already happened.
This wasn't real. This wasn't real halftime. This was me trying to break up the monotony of who's next, who's next, who's next, who's next. I'm not Goldberg.
Right, but I just think that, you called it halftime. I think that we should just let, since they got first pick, that SmackDown should get first pick.
Were you gonna pick Cesaro?
Too late.
No, I was just saying it. No,
No,
not necessarily.
I bet you were.
I'm just saying it would be fair to let us pick first.
You know what?
Too late.
You know what's not fair? That your time's been running. You have 24 seconds left.
That's fine. I don't think we need much time.
I'm
Hey,
fucking
Phil.
with you. I haven't started the clock yet, dude.
Oh.
Chill out.
Dion got real pissed really quick.
He's like, "What?"
He's like, whatever, fuck you.
We don't need 24 seconds. We got this.
All right, Team SmackDown, go.
What do you
Well,
think?
Dion, I was thinking, why not bring in somebody with some class, who's great inside and out, on the mic, in the back, on the cameras, it doesn't matter. Titus O'Neil. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah.
That was terrible.
I think talking about what Jeff brought up earlier, not just for political sake, a black champion. I think that outside of Xavier Woods, that dude is getting better every fucking day. I think that he could definitely, especially if we wanted to give him the Intercontinental belt out the gate, that dude could do some serious damage with it. Especially, he's got a lot of fucking momentum off of that suspension, and people want to root for this dude. They really want to root for this dude. I agree. I think we should go with Titus O'Neil.
And fuck Vince McMahon for suspending him for 90 days. That was complete fucking horseshit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
was stupid.
Unjustified.
it was dumb. I mean, I get that,
He was just
Titus.
mad because a black person touched him.
He's offended because Titus isn't making
Race.
enough money.
Racism.
Thanks, Vince.
You bastard. All right, Team Raw.
Well, I was thinking we pick we need a massive powerhouse on Raw. Somebody who could, when given a serious gimmick, could easily dominate anybody he gets in the ring with. Toss them around, beat their ass, and no nonsense. So I say we pick a more serious Big E.
I do agree with that hands down. Like we were discussing before, especially when he was Dolph Ziggler's enforcer and he actually wasn't, that giant preachery guy that we have now. He was definitely a guy that I thought was a legitimate contender to, whether it was the World Heavyweight title or it was the WWE title. I thought that he was definitely going to be one of those guys within the next few years. Now it's only been about 3 years since I first saw him, whether on Raw. But I definitely thought he was a guy that within the next 5 years from that. So hopefully within the next few years they get their shit together. But I definitely feel like he's a guy that could carry a brand and be a major title holder.
I see him being the reason they break up the New Day. He does some shit.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say they do? Just real quick.
That was what I was about to say. He's gonna do some shit and destroy everybody.
All right, SmackDown.
Right now I'm kind of tossing it up, Phil. I'm as far as longevity, someone that we can depend on, not only to be a great performer, but to fit any role that we want him to fill. I'm thinking Rusev. That dude, he's a great fucking bad guy. I mean, he right now is the reason why the U.S. title matters. I think that even if we didn't want him to go with the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title out of the gate, he would be a great first opponent for Dean Ambrose with the WWE Championship. Not to mention that the dude is charismatic as shit. I mean, we were there this year at WrestleMania at Fan Access, and the dude is charismatic as shit when he doesn't even have a camera in front of him. So I think we should go with Rusev.
I agree with that. I mean, to me, he wasn't charismatic. Oh shit.
You get 5 more seconds. Hurry.
Okay, because we met him at WrestleMania 30. That was his first year with the company, and he kind of just sat there like a turd. But anyway, yeah, we can go with Rusev.
I was with you, Dion.
He's great in the ring.
He was fucking crazy funny with him and Lana when he was like, "Yeah, they make me."
He was awesome at that Fan Access.
I now like him
for sure, especially when we gave him
that
shit.
made me a fan of him right there.
When he plugged the WWE Network and we booed him and he fucking was so cool. He's just like, "Come on, guys, it's my job." That was so awesome.
I think he was like, sorry, it's in my contract or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what it was. That's what it was. He goes, "It's in my contract." That was fucking off the cuff too. He's gotten so much better than he was when we were at 30. He's gotten so much fucking better.
Yeah, I got nothing but respect for him, and he bangs Lana, so.
Yeah, that's respect. Rusev,
Win.
At the end of the day, you're fucking that. Good job, buddy.
Oh, Team Raw.
All right, so going back over the roster, I feel like we have a lot of young guys. We do have some guys that are solidified, been with the company for a little bit, but we definitely need someone, I feel like, who can be another pillar, and someone who could maybe rival Big E as far as whether it be for a title picture. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm taking this one by myself because Dan's on a call. We're going to draft the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. He's a solidified guy. Ever since he came on the scene in 2002, he's dominated. He's definitely one of those guys who can throw his weight around, throw other people around, and definitely showcase what he's got. And I feel like if you were to put him in a legitimate match against someone like Big E Langston, you would definitely get, I'd say, damn near close to a 4.5, 5-star match.
All right. Well, Dan's gone, so anything else you want to add? You got 10 seconds.
10 seconds left. He's the reigning defending. I'm just kidding. No, he's the 1-21-1.
All right. Dion or Team SmackDown.
Is this our last male pick?
No, you have one more.
Okay.
You know what? I'm thinking that we go with at least one more vet. Phil, what are you thinking?
Wait, sorry, you got 2 more.
Okay, so I think we round out that.
We got a diva.
Yeah, but you already have 7 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 8 and then 9. Then your 10th will be the diva.
All right, so I'm thinking a veteran, but I think we also need somebody who's quick, a high flyer. I'm thinking Kalisto.
Ooh, I like that.
And I thought he was a great champion, even though it was the secondary, the fucking pre-show. He still killed it every time in the ring with Ryback, even though I can imagine Ryback's got to be a piece of shit to work with. I think Kalisto can really carry a title, throw that U.S. title on him, or even if they bring the cruiserweight title back, throw that on him. He can bring that.
I think we'd have a cruiserweight in the dogfight pretty early on, man. Yep. I agree. I agree with that. I think he wasn't my first pick, but I think saying it like that, we need someone that especially they're still looking for that next Rey Mysterio, and we need a luchador, get ahead of the fucking war of Mexicans. I think we take it.
We need a luchador with good knees.
All right. Anything else you want to add? You got 2, 1, done.
3, shit.
Go. Fuck yourself.
I loved this statement. The war with the Mexicans. Take the luchador.
All right, Team Raw, your final male pick.
Loudy, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to do this. Fuck it. All right, so like I said, we had a roster full of young guys. We took Lesnar with our last pick. We wanted someone who was going to be there as far as a veteran goes. I'm picking another veteran. You guys may hate it, but the guy can work. The guy sells shit. The guy makes money. And, he's just... I'm picking John Cena.
Oh, what?
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Dad's not going to let you.
John Cena, I'm just kidding. But for real, I really feel like we need to pick a guy like Sami Zayn. You want to talk about a high flyer. You want to talk about someone who can be a technical wrestler. Someone who is, like I said, can definitely relate with the crowd. I'm definitely picking a guy like Sami Zayn, to try and counter that Kalisto pick you guys just had.
just like his Twitter handle, I like Sami Zayn. I think he's a great pick. He will easily carry, if Raw needs a cruiserweight division, he can easily carry a division like that. He can have great matches with anybody, including John Cena. Including John Cena.
Rapid, dude.
Rapid don't.
Yeah. Team SmackDown.
You know what? I think at this point, Phil, I think we need our Kurt Angle of SmackDown. If we're gonna bring SmackDown back, I think we need a Kurt Angle, and we need someone that is a vet, but also clearly loves wrestling and can lead a locker room. I mean, behind the scenes. I think we're gonna need that Kurt Angle. We're gonna need that Undertaker behind the scenes. I say we go with the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, Chris Jericho.
Ooh.
Of course we do, you stupid idiot. No, Chris Jericho, he's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. I can't say anything better about the, fucking 9-time Intercontinental Champion. 10-time, I'm sorry. He held the world title 6 times?
I don't know. I'm not that big of a Jericho fan anymore.
He was only nine-time Intercontinental.
Oh, he was? I thought he was 10.
He was not. No, he went up for a 10th and lost.
Oh.
Yep.
But he could definitely carry a match. He could show the young guys what's for.
All right. So, all your men choices have been drafted. Now it's time to pick a female wrestler. Loudy, Team Raw. Go.
I'm gonna let Dan kick us off here. Dan, go ahead.
If Dustin was here, he'd be happy because all the men were chosen before the women. But in order to get this going, we're going to need a diva that easily will be here for a long haul. Someone who is young, someone who already shows that she can handle success.
Mae Young.
I say we have to go with, whoa, what the fuck? We have to go with Paige.
I'm definitely going to support that Paige pick, but not as a diva, as a woman wrestler, because I refuse to call them divas. Even when they were branded as that. She's one hell of a worker. She has shown time and time again she can not only carry a match, but she can definitely, be face or heel in a manner such that she it can make you boo her or make you cheer her. So, with that being said, I fully support Paige as our women's pick.
Right. Excellent choice. Team SmackDown.
I think
Pick Lana. You already have Rusev.
No, she comes with him.
That's a twofer.
Yeah.
She doesn't
That's
really
a twofer,
wrestle.
so that's part of our plan. I think we go for another twofer. Phil, I think we go for another twofer. I think we go with Charlotte, man. I think we go with her, and she's going to bring Ric Flair. Not to mention that she's a better wrestler than Paige. So I think that she has the title. We start everything off with the WWE Championship and the Women's Championship, and we fucking take it to Raw. I think we get Charlotte.
Well, there's a lot of them that are better than Paige. I mean, come on, her career hasn't been the best in 2 years. So I was thinking Sasha. I don't know what she's great in the ring. She's great on the mic. She is the boss.
Of what?
Yo, mama.
I don't know, man. I just think that she's a gimmick. She's one feud away from becoming second news. I think Charlotte, she went to WrestleMania. She was the
Charlotte's
only.
so manly looking.
Yeah, but we want women wrestlers.
You've got Ric Flair.
All right, we'll take Charlotte.
If I was on your team,
I love
Phil, and you were calling like you went Sasha Banks, I would have ripped into you because Sasha Banks is fucking garbage. What is so special about her besides being attractive?
I want to know what's so special about Charlotte. There are so many botches in her match that Natty couldn't even carry it. She has one good spot at WrestleMania where she fucking moonsaults off the fucking top rope.
And you know,
Other than that, she works way too fast.
And Sasha Banks dresses like Eddie Guerrero, and people go nuts because they put her over as the second coming of Christ.
Hey, you know what? I'm not saying that I would have rathered Sasha Banks. Honestly, I would have rathered Becky in that match, if you want my personal opinion. But out of the three, there's no way Charlotte's the better of the three. And I would definitely take Paige over her any day of the week because she needs to just slow the fuck down. She needs some more time. to like.
Well, the
just
funny
fucking
thing is, I don't remember asking you for your motherfucking opinion.
I give a fuck. You know
Number two, I wanted.
I'll give you my opinion. You will like it, and that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Your shirt doesn't say Stone Cold on it, Loudy. Why'd you do it?
Turn around first, damn it.
Okay.
See, I think we want someone that's gonna be there, and Paige has proven that she will do the fucking Total Divas bullshit show. You said you wanted someone that's not a diva. She is willing to go out there and fucking stand next to those horrible ass, dumbass Bellas and parade around like a goddamn reality TV star. Yeah, she's not fucking extremely popular right now, but she is women's champion. She has a lot of Raw. Plus, we get fucking Ric Flair. Strategic, baby. We're gonna be the sixth coming.
Right now, you wouldn't get Ric Flair because she's not with Ric Flair.
She's not. But Ric Flair can't stay away. And at the first moment of her not doing well, they'll probably slip him back in with her. I think that's a smart.
Slip him right back in there.
What kind of family are you from?
Let's face it, Ric Flair is poor and needs the money. He'll be back.
Rick ain't so slick anymore.
Anything, Rick will slip on something.
Hard times along Space Mountain.
It ain't that hard either. So that has been the draft. Quick recap. We have Raw with Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Enzo and Cass, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Big E, Langston, Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn, and Paige. SmackDown has Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Ziggler, Xavier Woods, Titus O'Neil, Rusev, Kalisto, Y2J, and Charlotte. As the moderator, I think these are both solid lists. Obviously, both teams have some weak spots, but, you know. Like, okay, for example, I think SmackDown's weakest choice would be Titus O'Neil. No, sorry, Kalisto. Because that guy's just a joke. But then I guess Raw's weakest point would be Paige, so.
No!
That's really not a big knock because the rest of their guys are just fucking stacked. Let's see.
Oh no, we lost the Diva division.
You mean the women's division, sir? But yeah, oh god, we lost it.
Joking aside, of the 9 men you picked, I could see everybody but Enzo and Cass as world champion.
I didn't pick.
I could see Cass maybe.
Cass maybe because he has the look, as they say. But I really picked them both because like I said, I didn't want to split up a good team. If I'm gonna have a good tag team division, I'm gonna need a decent team that's gonna at least be the face of that. Who's gonna be the face of that division, and carry it as much as they need to.
Yeah, but I think one of the weakest points that Jeff forgot about is Brock Lesnar. I think Brock definitely is a draw, but he's not going to be there. And even so, he needs a Rollins. He needs to beat up on Cena,
which Raw has.
Right, but Seth Rollins is going to be going against Kevin Owens. I mean, not everyone's going to be available to wrestle Brock Lesnar, and even so,
Brock Lesnar's there 3 or 4 big shows out of the year.
You talk about not being there in 3 months. I guarantee Jericho will be gone again, so it doesn't even matter where he.
And then he'll be back. And then he'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Listen,
and then everybody will be tired of seeing him again.
It's a perfect.
I'm tired of seeing Brock Lesnar. So.
One of the reasons I drafted Brock Lesnar was to try and put over a guy like Big E because apparently everyone, for the most part, well, maybe not the most part, but for a good portion of, I feel like Brock Lesnar has squash matches with.
But I don't see that because Brock Lesnar does not like to put people over. He just does. It's not in his contract.
In my
he
world,
shows up,
he puts people over.
He wins. He's put over Roman Reigns. Ooh, big deal.
And he's going to win your championship, and he's not going to be there for the whole time.
No, he's not. He's going to take your title. He's going to run away and come back every 4 months.
You guys are the GMs. You can
match.
make that decision who gets title matches.
No, doesn't happen. Brock Lesnar sucks.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, he's too big to not get a title match, and he's too big to not win.
But I picked Brock Lesnar, and you about had a conniption fit because I picked Brock Lesnar. I feel like you wanted him.
Shut up. This is the argument part, Loudy, goddammit.
That means he did.
Well,
argument. Shut up.
Listen, the 2016 Ring Rust draft is over, but I have a list of my own that we're going to close the show out with.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a set number, but it's a list of people I would fire. So it's the reverse draft. So
I like this.
here we go.
John Cena.
This is gonna be controversial, but I don't give a shit because these guys either
Rogaine
don't.
Raven.
These people don't contribute or are complete garbage in my opinion. So number 1, Byron Saxton.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
What finisher was that?
He is the most vanilla, boring person ever. Like he's got no personality.
He makes me feel black.
Yeah, he's got the personality of a fucking like Ritz cracker. Not even a Ritz, a saltine. He's just boring on every level. An unsalted saltine. That's Byron Saxton.
Oh, damn.
Some of those
The unsaltine.
Next, this is going to be a controversial one, but I think this guy's complete shit. Apollo Crews.
I can kind of see that.
Ooh,
Though.
I like him though. He's so
I mean-
dumb.
He's so dumb.
It's like he could be getting beaten with a baseball bat, but still be thankful for the opportunity he received. with a baseball bat.
I just the dude,
I love that description.
He's like,
It's
oh, he's
something
so
about
dumb.
it's something about him. I just think that dude would be a fucking.
I think I know what it is about him, Dion.
He could be a black bow.
Black Bo.
It would be so.
Bo Dallas.
He'd be blow. He'd be blow.
All that just slow leave.
That
Whoa.
sounds like
All you gotta do is blow me.
that sounds like Dustin's ring name. Anyway,
No, that's his finisher. That's his
All
finisher.
right, Jeff, number 3.
number 3, The Big Show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Retires.
done.
guys.
David Otunga.
easily.
He was on SmackDown as commentator this week.
Fuck
What
him.
the fuck? Replacing Lawler because he's in jail.
Here we go. Fandango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
No way he should have beat Jericho at WrestleMania.
Let me guess, your next choice is Tyler Breeze.
No, Eva Marie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good.
Someone
Bye.
fired her.
Here's one that some people love and I hate. JBL.
Around.
time is over.
I would keep him around because I wouldn't mind seeing him as like maybe a heel manager, but not like the goofy, gimmicky Bobby Heenan heel manager.
He's fired from commentary. That's what this list.
There
means.
you go.
He's fucking
I'm
fired
good
from
with that.
commentary. He can go
Okay.
back in the back and
J-
count his money and suck a dick or something. I don't care.
JBL SmackDown commentary when he first stopped wrestling was great.
Yes.
Michael Cole used to be a good commentator too.
They're my
Yeah.
favorite
They
team.
just fucking limit them. They limit them so goddamn much. Vince needs to let them do what they do. These guys are shit talkers. JBL's been doing it for how many years?
Well,
He
Michael
knows
Cole's
what the
never been a
fuck-
shit talker.
Well, JBL knows what the
Bring
fuck.
back the car.
They need to do what they were doing with Jerry Lawler. He needs to be a heel commentator. He needs to be able to say whatever the fuck he wants. They need to take away this goddamn rule book. I'm sure you all have seen the rule book that was leaked online or
The
whatever.
memo, yeah.
Yep.
And it's fucking horseshit. Let them say what they need to say. Yeah, they can keep it PG, but let them say what they need to say.
Tell the fucking story and
Make
stop. No
make
more
the
twerking
fucking
bunnies.
show exciting.
Well, speaking of excitement, this man has none. Michael Cole, he'd be gone.
Yeah, fire.
Goodbye.
Go back to reporting war or whatever the fuck you did before this.
Just go die in a war.
Go to
uh,
Iraq.
Next up, we got the Usos because Uso garbage.
Uso
Yeah.
garbage.
Ooh, so bad. Ooh, so bad.
I mean, they're the spawn of Rikishi, and when Rikishi is the highlight of your gene pool, something's wrong.
Hey, he did it for The Rock.
I can see him trying to reinvent the Usos, and they just come out with the fucking thong.
Unless they each weigh 410 pounds, I don't give a fuck.
Tag team.
All right, next up is the most obvious choice. It's a man nobody loves, and his name is John Cena. Fuck. He's garbage. I really don't even need to go into detail why he needs to be gone, but it's just been 10 years too long. Mark Henry, your time is up, my friend. You are not relevant anymore, and you don't add anything.
But sexual chocolate.
Nope.
That chocolate's expired.
No.
Hey, it's sexual, baby.
I did like the swerve though that he did a couple years ago when he pretended to retire.
Yeah, but that's the last thing he's done, and that was so many years ago.
It was funny though.
They should have had him go do that swerve, beat Cena, and then retire.
I so thought that's what Daniel Bryan was gonna do, and then he didn't.
So Daniel Bryan is a great wrestler, but the next man on this list is not, and he's suspended currently. Roman Reigns.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be back in time for the pay-per-view.
Up next is a guy. He's probably fired now. I just don't know because I don't watch SmackDown. Sin Cara.
No, he's still tagging.
Nope,
He's still.
He's still
Yeah, it's a
he's
character,
there
that's
every
like
other
that.
week.
Okay.
Like the Lucha Dragons are feuding with the Dudleys right now.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm just too busy sleeping to
Oh,
watch.
I'm not saying that like Jeff, what the fuck you should know is I'm just saying, yeah, they're doing this right now.
Next up, The Ascension.
I mean, half of them's already gone.
Well,
No, he's suspended still.
just cut them all. Ship
When
through
did
a
he
whole
get
new door.
Connor got suspended for wellness violation policy.
Crack cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a
Probably.
drug.
And the final man I would get rid of in the WWE is none other than Vince McMahon.
I thought that was coming.
Oh, swerve.
He's the biggest problem with wrestling. Even D2 agrees with me. Vince, your time's over, man. You are as relevant as the Pet Rock. You're out of touch with society. WrestleMania was a great thing. Now it's a fucking joke. You don't even treat it like a huge event anymore. You have a bunch of loyal fans that you shit on. If you really respected us fans, you would give us great content every week. You wouldn't have an excuse, you know? Now that you have no competition, go out and try something new and crazy. Don't just, rely on really bad writing and then change it up at the last minute.
Don't rely on the XFL.
We saw
Just-
how that shit turned out.
Just do us all a favor, and go do a Robin Williams.
Wow, that's
No, if he's gonna go out,
God
do it,
damn,
David.
dude.
If he's gonna go out, do it, David Carradine.
Or Kurt Cobain.
Nah, pull a Benoit.
Jesus.
Dude, if he pulls a Benoit, he'll take out Linda and Stephanie.
And Shane.
But
Yeah, Shane's
Stephanie's boobies are so nice. Don't get rid of them.
No,
fake,
they're
too.
not. She got a
I like
reduction.
Stephanie. I don't know what your guys' deal is with her.
Cloudy, Stephanie McMahon is the only person that I actively mute when I watch them on TV. I cannot stand her shrill fucking voice. I absolutely hate everything she does. She's got go away heat, in my opinion. Not bad guy heat, just go fucking die heat.
That's how Jeff feels about Stephanie.
Was that a burp or a queef?
Both.
It was a brief.
A bweef?
A brief.
We've
Oh, that's shit. Anyway, this has been episode 1 of Ring Rust. We don't have an email account for this show, so if you want to contact us and tell us what you thought of this episode, you can find us at worldclassbs@mail.com. The best mail.
.com.
And World Class Bullshitters on Facebook. I've been your host, Jeff Hicks.
I'm Dion Green, the man with the plan and the original 10, baby.
I'm Rowdy Loudy, and these are your shorts.
I'm the man with the plan and no tan, Dan Kane.
I am the Dr. Phil. Go to incarnate-studios.com and buy a goddamn shirt.
Yeah, help support the channel.
You know, I know somebody who did, and he was very into this shirt.
Well, yes. Not only am I the president, I'm also a subscriber. Was that how the whole Hair Club for Men commercials went?
Yeah.
Well, we're all good in that department. Listen, tune in next week for our favorite dead wrestlers. Ring Rust is out.
You just Ryan Seacrest it?